Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. I'm using all these time zone greetings because we are located in various global time zones. To us, it is a good evening in South Africa. Today is a sunny, hot day this side of Africa in the Republic of South Africa. My name is Emmanuel Mdeniswa. For those who are actually listening for the first time, I am a member of the Billiopn. I joined this community in the year 2017, the 27th of November. Since I joined this community, I have gained a lot concerning the cryptocurrency as a whole. I've also come to understand the nature of TBC. I have also learned to differentiate between our coin and other coins, which are market-based coins. Like, for instance, the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple. You can name all of them. Those are market-based, and they always fluctuate. For instance, we experienced a crash in the Bitcoin cryptocurrency. These days, the Bitcoin has gone down because it is market-based. It fluctuates every time. And I started to understand all these dynamic things concerning the cryptocurrency and the TBC, known as the Billion coin. I came to learn that this is a private, centralized, peer-to-peer cryptocurrency, which is, of course, is about 2.5 years now since it was established. And I learned that the Billion coin is not connected to any open market system, neither is it influenced by any political influences. It is a private, centralized. We're not even decentralized. There's a difference between decentralized and centralized. Centralized means we are a private entity. And also, what is good about our coin, there is this membership agreement which states that our coin will always grow up between 1% and 5% on daily basis. This is the membership agreement that actually controls or regulates our coins, the Billion coin. And I also liked the mission behind the TBC. The mission is very clear. It is the first abundance-based cryptocurrency to empower humanity globally. You see, it is the first abundance cryptocurrency in the world. And it values each and every living man and women is a value to our coins. And the recent development states that our coin is no longer attached to any fiat of the or any global fiat. We are now attached to grains of gold. We are measured in grains of gold, meaning to say we are totally separated from any influences of any financial institutions. We don't fall in the jurisdiction of any financial regulators. This is the Billion coin, a pure centralized entity, centralized cryptocurrency, which is a peer-to-peer cryptocurrency, which is, of course, not yet a liquid currency. We are still growing because the main mission is to have 1 billion registered, paid up members in our TBC economy. This is the only cryptocurrency with a mission to deal with poverty, to deal with wars, to deal with isolation, to deal with scarcity. It is in the mission of uniting mankind throughout the whole globe. 1 billion membership is expected to be verified one day. We are working very hard throughout the whole globe. We are also engaged in the massive growth campaign as a way of pushing this membership growth. We are independent. And I would love people in general to understand the mission and the vision of the Billion Coin. And also, we are looking to have 111,111 new billionaires in the TPC economy. And also, of course, the vision is to create about 1 billion millionaires in the Billion Coin economy. This is something that you need not to stay without knowing it. The Billion Coin is in action. The Billion Coin is alive. The Billion Coin needs you and you, anyone who has not yet joined. We are appealing, we are calling, we're spreading out the news of good news, because you want to spread abundance. When you join the Billion Coin, you will always be expected to pay just a minimum amount of $10, which is of course 4 grains worth of Bitcoin payment, 4 grains of gold. Because as I've said, we are grounding ourselves these days into gold. There's a calculator which also explains this, make it easy for us to understand. This 4 grains worth of Bitcoin payment is going to cater for your wallet, for your lifetime wallet of TPC. This is something that you need to be part of. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I was just brainstorming, just giving my own kind of brainstorming as my opening remarks to my evening contribution towards spreading good news of the Billion Coin. Allow me once again, as usually, to invite you to our TPC blog, where we can go on together and look for some newest updates. Our newest updates, of course, we shall look upon from the TPC admin through our KCBO, our KRINGLE Cashback Office in the education side. In the education side, of course. There we go. If we click them, we shall get the newest updates. For example, this is one of them. How do I unlock value in my TPC wallet? Our wallets have value. Our TPC 009 wallets have KRINGLEs. Since we know that we are in the redemption period, it says here, how do I unlock the value in my TPC wallet? There is value in our TPC wallets. I'd advise you to click on this video. If you click on this video, take time to learn from this legend. Here is Mr. Randy Wilson. There is Mr. Randy. Have time in your room, click the video, get to understand how you can unlock the value of your TPC coin in your TPC wallets, because now we are going to be redeeming cookies into KRINGLEs. And when KRINGLEs are contained in our TPC 009 wallets, that is when we will start cash flowing if we are going to have new people joining us. Right? Let me see the other one. This article is about the 27th, November 27th, 2018, yesterday. We had the French, the Hindi, and the Bengali and Cambodian send pattern meetings, which you have to attend every Tuesday, South African time, 1600 hours. You attend send pattern meetings, get empowered, collect the cookies. It says, don't miss Send Pattern Live broadcast, Tuesday, 27 November 2018, inside your KRINGLE cashback office. Billions of dollars of digital currency will be distributed by the end of November 2016. You understand? The Send Pattern keyword will only be one word. So show up and collect up to 1 million cookies. If you're in one of our broadcasters, you will be in a position to collect 1 million cookies. 1 million cookies is about 10,000 KRINGLEs. It's quite a very massive empowerment. Because on to say TPC that Derek will be hosting the Send Pattern Live broadcast on Tuesday, November 27, 2018 at 7 a.m. PDT. If you do not have a Send Pattern on, you are not allowed into the meeting. For those of you who do have a Send Pattern, do not share this link with anyone else. The link will be available at 6:45 a.m. PTT on Tuesday, November 27th, inside your KRINGLE cashback office. The meeting starts promptly at 7 a.m. PDT. Show up and collect up to 1 million cookies with our South African GMT 1600 hours. So you'll be attending to various languages. This is the Hindi one. Mr. C.H. Pritam Kumar will be conducting the Indian one, the Hindi one, Send Pattern meetings every Tuesdays. And also we have Mr. Mizanua Ranman. He always conducts the Bengali version. And of course, we have Mr. Scott Thorne. He is on the Cambodia version side every Tuesday. Let us attend, ladies and gentlemen. Let us collect these cookies. Of course, we know our redemption has been extended to January 31st, 2019, but there are conditions in place. Newest members must at least transact, they must at least buy a minimum of 4 grains of KRINGLEs, worth of KRINGLEs through their sponsors as a way to incentivize their sponsors if they want this promotion to carry on up to the 31st of January 2019. These are the articles which we need to understand as members of the Billion Coin. I won't dwell on this one. I won't dwell on this one, ladies and gentlemen, because anyway, I think this is very important. Let me just go back to this issue again and read about this. This is very important. It says, admin would like to thank the members that participated in the poll about extending the November redemption period. The poll question was, which date will result in greater community growth to close the November redemption period? The larger part of the TPC community answered that a January 31st ending of the November redemption period would result in greater community growth. I mostly agree with the poll result, but as you can see, the second place poll said it would be best to end on November 30th, 2018. And I understand why these members think it should end then. Only during a redemption period can people all around the world become instant TPC millionaires. Everyone wants to become a millionaire, and we provide a solid path ahead to make that happen. Outside of a redemption period, members only get cookies which are not spendable or transferable. Yet the time in between redemption periods allows us as a community. Let me take this one off. It's distracting me. Sorry, members. Yet the time in between redemption periods allows us as a community the time to educate our newest members properly before they have access to an abundance of coins that are spendable. Education is priceless. Members of the without education, chaos develops due to misunderstanding and ignorance. The main problem with extending is that some new members don't understand the value of completing a transaction with their sponsors. Without members going out there sponsoring new members, TPC doesn't grow. See the problem? So we need to sponsor new members in order for us to push the membership growth, the massive growth. I need to balance the feelings of the new members with the thinking of the old. I am not referring to senior citizens. I'm referring to senior older members. And this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to run a special holiday promo. We need to wait until this is explained to us. A special holiday promo during this same 2-month extension period that requires a minimum transaction by the new members coming in to access the extension. In other words, no transaction equals no extension. Sponsors need to be compensated to keep the balance and ensure ongoing community growth. I hope everyone can appreciate what I am doing here. Of course, admin, we do. Generally, we are inviting the 4 billion working class to join us in the TPC community. When you closely examine this group, it is alarming that about 50% of them earn less than 4 grains of gold in a day of work. That is poverty. We are on a mission to end poverty globally, and we must take this fact into account. Asking people that only make 4 grains a day to come up with 40 grains can seem impossible to some of these poor people, of course. So this holiday promotion will be a tiered system that allows members to collect cookies for doing transactions as small as 4 grains. A 4 grain transaction will be the minimum required in order to redeem cookies during the extended redemption period. If you have already done a transaction of 4 grains or higher, then you don't have to do another transaction in order to redeem cookies during this extensive period. Also, I am not referring to the admin fee of 4 grains that is separated and also required in order to have a send button. The tiers will be 4 grains, 8 grains, 12 grains, 16 grains, 20 grains, 24 grains, 28 grains, 32 grains, 36 grains, and 40 grains. You will learn more about this holiday promotion before December 1st, 2018 here in the blog. This is an exciting time in TPC, and we want to keep everything balanced for all. Now it goes on to say the holiday promo will also reward those that bring in new paid members. Each single one referred during promo on top of extra rewards for completing a transaction with a sender. To avoid confusing regulators, we should stop using words like buying and selling or buyers and sellers. Instead, we do member-to-member transactions between senders and receivers. There we go. There we go, my fellow leaders, my fellow members. The holiday promo, where new members will be in a position to buy KRINGLEs starting from a minimum of 4 grains worth of KRINGLEs. They can also double it and make it 8 grains. They can also buy 12 grains, 16 grains, 20 grains worth of KRINGLEs. This is a requirement for them to be able to redeem on the 31st of January 2019, at least a minimum of 4 grains only will qualify our newest members to be able to redeem at the end of January the 31st, 2019. And also this is being done so that oldest members can also have incentives. I found it very much reasonable because it is balancing the two members, the new and the old. The new members, once they pay these 4 grains, they will be able to have their KRINGLEs redeemed. I mean, their cookies redeemed. In other words, they will be able to have KRINGLEs in their new TPC009 wallets. You understand? And they can be in a position as well to do the transactions for their newest members, especially early next year. So I found it very fair and very reasonably indeed. They are balancing the equations. So let us read again the blog and teach our newest members who are joining us in terms of knowing that they have to pay 4 grains of KRINGLEs for them to qualify for the redemption period, which is ending on the 31st of January 2019. At the same time, my dearest members, I want to show you this important promotion called the cookie reward. Let me show you this important promotion because this goes together. I think this is in line with our redemption period. Before the redemption period ends, let us access this. Let me click here. Let me see from here, the 24-hour cookie reward. Let me just click here and see if we shall have it. Okay, it says nothing found. I think I used the wrong here. Let me try and say we are, it will come out through this one. We are launching new cookie rewards. I think here it is. This is a very good part, very interesting indeed. The 2 additional cookie rewards that is still going on. I'm doing this for the newest members. If members can understand, we are launching 2 additional cookie rewards soon. This is on. I'll just go to the, I just want to go here Let me also, of course, let me read here for you. Our newest members will enjoy 2 additional ways to earn cookies. The first one is based on the 24-hour countdown from the time their $10, their 4 grains admin fee gets confirmed as paid. Once a new member shows they have paid the 4 grains, now we're talking about grains, the 4 grains admin fee, they will have 24 hours to sign up 2 new members as direct referrals below them that also complete payment of 4 grains admin fee. The cookie reward that will be earned during the success of completing this challenge will be 10 million cookies. There you are. The second cookie reward is based on a 48-hour countdown from the time they have paid the 4 grain admin fee. They have to guide their 2 new sign-ups to each get 2 sign-ups below them, having built a team of 6 new members below them within 48 hours. Successfully completing this challenge within 48 hours of getting 2, who each get 2, will be given a cookie reward of 100 million cookies on top of the 10 million cookies. 10 million cookies if they meet both challenges on time. 100 million is 100 million. Payment confirmation of the 4 grains admin fee sets the timer to start the countdown. If you have been signed up for TPC for any length of time and have not yet paid the 4 grains admin fee, then you are qualified to participate in getting these cookie rewards the moment you do pay the 4 grains admin fee. You can realize that I'm replacing $10 by 4 grains. We are told we need to ground ourselves. So I'm beginning to ground myself to adapt to the new language. Most of our current members have not yet paid this 4 grain admin fee. And we hope this will encourage them to activate themselves within the TPC community. There you go, members. You can see from this slide here, this is self-explanatory. The first one is you register, you come into your sponsor registers you straight, you are linked to your sponsor, and you bring in 2 people in your first level, they are linked to you. You pay your $10, they pay their $10, they pay their $10, and within the first 24 hours, you in front will be given compensated 10 million cookies for bringing these 2 people who also paid their 4 grains admin fee. And these also on the first level, they must bring their tools, each of them, within the next 24 hours. Once their second level pays the $10 admin fee, it will be 48 hours since you started. Then you are going to qualify for the 100 million cookies on top of the 10 million cookies which you got. In other words, you in front will be getting the first of all will be getting the 25,000 for registration. In fact, everyone here will be getting as a norm 25,000 worth of what cookies just for registering with TPC as your free gift. And meaning you on front you will also be getting extra 10 million cookies after the 24 hours, and after 48 hours you qualify to get the 100 million cookies. This in a second level will be qualifying to get 10 million cookies each extra on top of the registration cookies, and this on the level 2 will each be getting 25,000 cookies for registering. So this is one of the items which I feel we need to emphasize it to our newest people. As we embark on this newest 24-hour and the 48-hour cookie promotion, we would be helping our newest people so that they can redeem something substantive before, during our redemption period, so that by next year they will be in a position to start cash flowing immediately, because they will have enough coins and cookies contained in their TP009 wallets. So this is very much important. Let us encourage our newest people. They must know about these new cookie rewards. This is the right time for them to do it. As long as they bring, each one brings his new six new people to join into them, they will qualify. And also the other part, this is part of massive growth campaign. Once we promote this kind of promotions, we are pushing our membership growth automatically. And of course, the last important thing would be to educate all our newest people about how to do the transactions, about the issues of scheduling a broadcast, the issues of referring other new people into the Billiopn coin, the issues of assessing our KRINGLE cash cards, the issues of cash centers. There are many things there which we need to keep ourselves focused on. And also we need to teach each one of us how to cash flow through using our medium of exchange called the KRINGLEs. That is why we refer ourselves as the KRINGLE Society. We are now called the KRINGLE Society because this is the time of distribution. We are dealing with KRINGLEs. We are sharing KRINGLEs. So newest people who are going to join us are going to have KRINGLEs. So we are a KRINGLE Society at the moment. So if we are going to concentrate on these important issues of cash flowing, inviting our newest members, if we put our thought there, then everything is going to follow suit. Without us knowing, we might find out that we reached the 1 billion target easily. Dear members, dear leaders, I respect each one of you. I hope this contribution is going to give direction somehow, some way. Let us be aligned. Let us not listen to hearsays, or let us not go for any other information outside the TPC admin. Let us be the readers of the blog every time. Let us not be misled, especially this time of the year. There are many scammers outside there. TPC does not work on cash out. We do not even have a magic button for now. But we have KRINGLEs, of which we use them as our medium of exchange. It's a private member-to-member transactions, so that we can be able to meet ends, to make ends meet. Remember, we have some needs that we need to address to now. We can only do it when we cash flow, when we invite new people. Let us invite people consistently. And once we start practicing it, it will be very easy for us to do it. We are cash flowing in the Billiopn coin, in the KRINGLE Society. I would love to use the term KRINGLE Society many times, because we are in the distribution phase of KRINGLEs. Newest members will be in a position to have their wallets full of KRINGLEs once we do the transactions. Halala, KRINGLE Society, halala. I love you so much, dear TPCians. Let us share information together. Let us work together. Let us focus in sharing the economy of the KRINGLEs. Till we meet again, may our God keep you safe always. Till we meet again in the next episode. Thank you. Bye for now. Bye-bye. We shall see each other in the next broadcast. Mm.